So now, I just read through this front page. You know, there wasn't a huge amount of stuff that's interactive right here. But now what I want you guys to do is I'm taking the same data, but I'm going to ask you 3 different questions. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead. It looks like almost everybody's got the link. So I'm going to put it in the chat one more time just in case you missed it. Okay? I'm going to form a couple breakout rooms, and I want you to answer these 3 questions. So get the appropriate fraction, the appropriate percentage, and then tell me whether or not you think it matches that marginal definition, that joint definition, or that conditional definition. Okay? So let me go ahead and let's do some breakout rooms. So do we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, so I think I'll do 3, even though it's like, you know, there's 6 people. Like 2 per room I think is nice. Oh, Max is already gone. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm going to throw you guys into these rooms. I want you guys to answer these 3 questions, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss them. Hello. Hello, Sarah and Isbede.
Hi.
Yes,
How are you guys doing?
We're good.
good.
So I noticed you guys, for that first one, correctly identified that it's a conditional probability. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were only selecting from the females. But what I didn't see written down yet was the actual probability. So the actual fraction and percentage that you. Oh no, I'm sorry. Now I see it. Okay, I'm sorry. I jumped in when I thought I didn't see it. So okay, so Asbede, can you tell me?
Mhm.
So you picked 22 out of 150. Can you tell me why you chose 150?
Because that's the total out of all the females.
Okay. And then Sarah, why 22 and not like
Because
47 or something like that?
because it says right there, females. That said in the back, it says 22,
Okay.
22. So
Okay.
it kind of tells you.
Yeah. No, cool. And so the reason I wanted to kind of throw in there with the 47 potential is those are people who sit in the back. But the second that you write down this 150 right here, then what you're saying is that those are the only people you can pick from. And so it means that the numerator can only be a 37, a 91, or a 22. It can't be the 46 or this 47 because this 47 includes people who aren't females in this group. So you just need to be
Mhm.
careful on that. But you guys got that, awesome. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Thank you. So now move on to the next one, and I'm gonna go bug group 2.
Okay.
Turn to main session. Hello, group 3.
Hey,
So, once again, I'm looking at your 3 probabilities, and your 3 probabilities are all dead on. Okay? So they are, for the first one, you did the 22 out of 150, and we already kind of talked about that. The second one was the 52 out of 236. Perfect. And the third one there was the 91 out of 236. Okay. So you got all the percentages correctly. Did you guys hear the little chat that I sent out? Did you guys see the little broadcast message I sent to every group? Actually, I sent like a couple or a bunch. Did you
I
guys
mean,
see
I
them?
saw it for a brief second.
Oh, okay. So they only show up for a second, so maybe that's not the best way to communicate those kind of things. Um, so when you look at this right here, what I said in the broadcast message was that I wrote these 3 examples, okay, and they're all different, meaning one of them is conditional, one of them is marginal, and one of them is joint. So there's not going to be a repeat.
Okay.
And what I'm going to tell you is that you guys are perfectly right by saying number 1 was the conditional one. The conditional one is actually the one that's the most different, because it's the one that you're taking not out of the total, but out of a smaller group. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So marginal and joint, the difference is a little more subtle. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is that when you look at the marginal and the joint right there, okay, and you have to make a choice for 2 or 3, which one's which, go back on page 102 and I want you to read those examples again and try in your group to figure out what do you think the principal difference is between them two.
Okay.
Okay? And then try to match it with the ones that we have.
Okay.
Okay?
So all the percentages are correct. It's just the identification is wrong.
Your percentages are all perfect. So you got all the correct pieces, which is, like I said, at the end of the day, probably the most important part. But your labeling of them is wrong.
Okay.
Well, except for one. You got one definitely correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Professor.
not even going to tell you about any of the other ones. You might have gotten another one correct, or maybe not. But you know for sure one of them's wrong because you have 2 conditionals and there's not 2 conditionals.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Nine.
Okay, that's good.